Hello, everybody, once again, and welcome to another Basketball Saturday, the final Basketball Saturday of the 2018-19 basketball season. The Rawlins Outlaws and the Mountain View Lady Buffs in a Consolation Championship. The Rawlins Outlaws, the home team on the scoreboard. They're actually having their starters announced first here as we get right into some things. Should be a great day of basketball, including a state title live on KNYN Radio and MyLocalRadio.com. Charity Harmon, Lindy Hereford, and Haley Hereford, the dynamic starting five of the Mountain View Buffs. So for the first time in this state playoff run for the Mountain View Lady Buffalo, they're actually wearing the black uniforms. Yes, they are the road teams today. I don't know how they determined that. Both teams the number 2 seed, respectively, out of the East and the West. As Rawlins beat Mountain View. I don't know if that gave them the tiebreaker as far as home or away. But Mountain View, I do like the black uniforms with the purple to white gradient trim down the side of their uniforms. So I'm not objecting to them wearing those uniforms for the first time. Thank you once again for joining us, and we're right off and ready to tip here as the ball is tipped all the way into the backcourt. I mean, all the way into that back corner, and I guess they say Rawlins was the one who touched it. The ball went out of bounds, and it will be Mountain View ball. 7:55 to go here, quarter and number 1. Mountain View with the first possession of the game. Haley Stevens over to Haley Hereford. Haley Hereford at the top of the key, gives it back to Stevens. Stevens driving through the middle of the lane, puts a shot up on the front rim, no good. Comes up a little short there, and here comes Rawlins with the ball. On the top, over to Pacheco. Pacheco gives it into the corner to Brooklyn Arnold. Arnold up top to Miranda Wagner. Wagner with it now, back up top to Pacheco. Wagner on the left side, gets a screen from Brooklyn Arnold. And now on the right side, tracking the ball down is Brooke Palmer, nearly thrown away there by Rawlins. But they're able to track down on the sideline. And at the top of the key, that was Pacheco finding a baseline cutter, Brooke Palmer. And Brooke Palmer misses her shot from 5 feet away. Charity Harmon coming the other way, and Charity Harmon kicks off the scoring today for Mountain View with a 3-ball. Charity Harmon, you'll see a lot of that today from Harmon if Mountain View is going to win. Charity Harmon loves to shoot the ball, and she's pretty good at it. Driving down the lane, Pacheco is blocked from behind. Haley Hereford comes up with her first block of the game. Haley Hereford has made a name for herself, getting some blocks here in the state tournament. Mountain View into the front court. Haley Stevens wide open in the right corner. Comes up short on an air ball. And the rebound pulled in by Rawlins. Rawlins looking to run the court. It's a 2-on-2. And pulling it back out is Brooke Palmer after she didn't have anything there. Palmer over to Wagner at the top of the key. Wagner with it. 6:15 on the clock here. Quarter number 1 in the Consolation Championship between Mountain View and Rawlins. On the top of the key, Pacheco steps into a 3. Pacheco's 3 off to the right. And Bugas with the rebound. Bugas for Mountain View. Bugas into the corner to Harmon. Harmon for 3. Harmon gets the roll. That touched every part of the rim, bounced on every part of the rim, and finally dropped through. It's 6-0. Mountain View leads here. 2 minutes gone. 5:50 on the clock. Pacheco with it as she brings it across. Gets it over to her teammate, Miranda Wagner, the senior point guard for this Rawlins team. Wagner looking to cut in. Bugas defending, gets it over to Pacheco. Pacheco driving by Charity Harmon, and that shot is up and no good. Haley Stevens with the rebound. Stevens coming the other way. Down the lane. Lindy Hereford gets it on the low block. Lindy Hereford goes up through some contact, and she was fouled. Shot no good, but to the line for 2 shots is Lindy Hereford. There was some confusion early on the jump ball situation because technically Rawlins won the tip and the ball went straight out of bounds. Mountain View was contesting that they should have the possession arrow, but the officials deemed otherwise and said that Mountain View got the first offensive possession, so the possession arrow will go to Rawlins at the next jump ball. 2 free throws up, 2 free throws good, and it's 8-0. A great start here for Mountain View. And Allie Bugas pokes it out of the hands of Wagner. Wagner goes to the ground, and a timeout by Rawlins head coach Katie Klein. We're going to take this time out too on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
8-0 the score. Mountain View on top. Rawlins inbounding right in front of me on the near sideline. Wagner gets the inbound. Wagner went to the ground with the ball the last time and called timeout before she was tied up. And tying that one up is Allie Bugis as she goes into the corner to save it from going out of bounds right into the hands of Wagner. Wagner attempts a three, no good. Rebound for Harmon. Harmon launches it ahead to Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford bowls over a Rawlins player, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Miranda Wagner. Wagner tried to take the charge, didn't get there in time according to the nearest official. And Lindy Herford has a chance to go 4 of 4 from the free throw line if she makes these both. And the announcer's jinx is real, folks. I apologize to my listeners back in the Mountain View area that are rooting for Mountain View because Herford missed the first. Second free throw. And that one is also no good to the right. So Herford goes 0 for 2 on this trip with 4:52 to go here in quarter number 1. Pacheco going coast to coast, trying to do it all herself on this possession. And she was fouled as she got in close to the basket. I think Pacheco wanted a shot there. They're not going to give her the shot, however. They're going to say that foul came on the floor, so no shooting foul. But it was the first foul on Lindy Herford, the first against Mountain View. Inbound goes into the corner to Brooklyn Arnold. Arnold looking to drive baseline, cuts it, gives it back out up top to Pacheco on the left side. Pacheco throws it inside to number 24, Danae Scholl. Now on the right side, driving in, Arnold. Arnold can't get the roll. The ball falls into the hands of Harmon. Harmon looking to run 1-on-3. Pulls it up at midcourt, and then stutter steps, gets into the lane, gives it to Haley Herford on the left side. Herford thought about a three, passed up on it. Bugis with the ball at the top of the key now. Bugis crossing over, gives it back to Herford on the left wing, who attempts a three. Might have been blocked there as it comes up well short, and here comes Rawlins with the run out. Pacheco driving in the lane, gives it to the free throw line. Her teammate, Brooke Palmer, sophomore point guard, scoring the first 2 points of the day for Rawlins, and it's 8-2 with 3:58 to play here in quarter number 1. The winner, I don't know if they technically call it 5th place, but wins the Consolation Championship. Haley Stevens on the right corner, drives all the way into the lane and gets fouled. But it certainly will be a good state performance for both teams, but the winner, especially after losing their first game, to rally back and win the next 2. And Haley Stevens' first free throw is off and no good to the right. Taylor Petratz into the game for the first time today. Haley Stevens' free throw up and good. So Stevens goes 1 of 2, and it's 9-2 with 3:45 on the clock here. Quarter number 1, Mountain View. The road team on the scoreboard wearing the All Blacks, up by 7. Bringing the ball across is Miranda Wagner. Wagner moving towards her right, gets it off to her teammate Arnold. Arnold now over to Petratz. Petratz being defended by Stevens of Mountain View. Sets a screen. Stevens switches on to Brooklyn Arnold into the corner. Looked like a carry. Got away with it, did Arnold. Arnold gets back on the right wing from Pacheco after giving it to the top of the key. She pulls up for a long 2, no good. Harmon gets the rebound, dribbles it off of her foot. Ball's loose on the floor, and it will be Rawlins' ball. As I said earlier in the contest, there was a little bit of confusion on who had the jump ball arrow after the opening tip of the game. It was tipped out by Rawlins. They deemed that was Mountain View winning the tip. So Rawlins has the first possession arrow of the game. Pacheco inbounding, throws it into Petratz. Petratz tried to get it inside to Jerome, who was posting up, didn't throw it inside. Now Jerome gets it at the high block. Jerome being defended by Lindy Herford. Goes to the corner. Pacheco, long 2, no good. Rebound for Lindy Hereford with 2:57 on the clock in quarter number 1. Allie Bugis bringing the ball across, being defended by Petratz. Drops it off into the hands of Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens working on Arnold, gets in the lane, leans into it, and scores. It's 11-2, Mountain View with a 9-point advantage. Jumping in front of the pass, Lindy Hereford as the ball was advanced into the front court. It's a steal for Mountain View. Haley Stevens with a full head of steam is going to drive right down the lane and score. Jessica Moretti, head coach of Mountain View, pumps her fist. And with 2:20 to play in quarter number 1, it's 13-2. Mountain View with the largest lead they've had all night, all day. Sorry, I'm losing my track of time here. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, so hardly night. On the right side, driving down the lane, Arnold is fouled as she ran into a brick wall of the Mountain View defense there. I think they're going to say Haley Stevens was the person that committed the foul. And sure enough, that is Haley Stevens' first foul, and she will check out Kylie Dellinger, Kylie Dellinger checking in for Mountain View at the last whistle. And that shot is no good off the inbound. And the ball falls out of bounds off of Rawlins. So Rawlins tried to get into the set play in a basket. Did not fall through for him. And it's 13-2 with 2:02 left here. Quarter number 1, Mountain View inbounding in the backcourt. Harmon on the left side. Bugis on the right side, bringing the ball up through some pressure. Bugis over to Harmon. Harmon across the line. Getting into the paint. Pulling up for a long 2. No good. Comes up with an air ball. Pacheco with the rebound. Pacheco looking to advance the ball down the court. Arnold pump fakes and swings it to the left. Petratz in the corner being defended by Harmon. Petratz gets in the lane. Off balance shot, no good. Rebound down low. Pacheco's shot is up, no good. Second, third opportunity, and finally a foul is committed against Mountain View. Free throw up. Free throw good for Olivia Pacheco. So Pacheco's free throw is good. Pacheco one more at the line. And Pacheco's got 2 for 2 on that trip. It is 13-4. Mountain View leading. 1:29 on the clock here in the first quarter. Haley Stevens back in for Mountain View. Bugis bringing the ball up. Bugis crossing over, gets back to Stevens up top. Stevens driving in the lane, comes up short. Might have been blocked or tipped there. And a jump ball as Lindy Hereford went to the ground to go after it. Possession arrow back to Mountain View. 13-4, 1:14 on the clock here. Quarter number 1, Mountain View with a 9-point advantage. Haley Stevens, ball in the corner. Haley Stevens fakes a pass, drives down the baseline, misses a shot. And is this another jump ball? No, a foul. Haley Hereford went in to go after the rebound, and I think the referee said that she had a little bit too much arm, not enough ball to be called the jump ball there. Charity Harmon races to the table to check in for Haley Stevens. Maybe some offense for defense substitution going on right now. Bringing the ball up is Brooke Palmer, beating the pressure. Palmer over to Petratz on the baseline. Petratz picks up her dribble, doesn't have anything there. Bounces it into the free throw line to Pacheco. Pacheco goes to the corner, no good on that shot. Dellinger with the rebound. Dellinger over to Bugis. Bugis with 50 on the clock. Bugis racing it up the court. Jump stops, gives it to the corner, over to Dellinger. Dellinger now to Haley Hereford, who drives down the lane, puts up a shot, no good, and the rebound pulled in once again by Jordan Jerome. Jordan Jerome gets it over to Wagner. Wagner nearly had it taken away in the backcourt by Bugis, but she's able to cross the line. Over to Pacheco on the right side. 30 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. 13-4, Mountain View leading. On the outside with it is Brooke Palmer. Palmer over to Wagner. Wagner throwing it in, dishing it all the way out to the corner, and that was thrown out of bounds as Olivia Pacheco tried to chase after it. $16 seconds to go. Some substitutions from Mountain View coming in really quick. 16 seconds to go. Mountain View possession. Bugis walking it across Over to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens pass knocked out of bounds and back to Mountain View with 9.9. Mountain View still has to inbound in the backcourt here. 9.9 on the clock. Trying to get the last points of the first quarter. Bugis with 9 on the clock. She takes it over, walks it across. 5, 4, 3. Bugis, does she see the clock? Doesn't look like it. Bugis over to Harmon. Harmon put the ball over her head. Did not see the clock. And the clock ran out without a shot being attempted. So that will do it for our first quarter. Mountain View a 9-point advantage after one. 13-4 live on KNYN Radio 99.1 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Back to action here. Second quarter underway. It's the Rawlins Outlaws with the first possession of quarter number 2 now. Haley Herford at the table looking to check in at the next whistle. With the ball for Rawlins is Arnold. Arnold drives in, tried to give it off to Wagner on the low block, but Wagner lost it through her legs, and it's a takeaway from Mountain View. 13-4, 7:40 to play here, quarter number 2. That shot is up and no good. The rebound pulled in by Pacheco. Pacheco brings it across up the right sideline. Pacheco being defended by Kylie Dellinger. Pacheco in the front court. Pacheco spinning around Dellinger. Gets it off up top to Brooke Palmer. Pacheco on the left gives it into Wagner. Wagner, couple moves on the low block. Finally puts up the shot and scores. And it's 13-6. Mountain View with the lead. 7:07 to play here. Quarter number 2. Bugis turns around, drops it in the hands of Dellinger. On the right corner, now with Harmon. Harmon throws it down low to Dellinger. Dellinger misses on the right low block. Rebound pulled in by Brooklyn Arnold. Arnold bringing it up the right sideline, not going to be stopped. Eventually she stops on the low block, turn around, fadeaway jumper, no good. Harmon with the rebound for Mountain View. 6:40 on the clock here, quarter number 2, 13-6. Mountain View in front. Over to Charity Harmon. Charity Harmon over to Dellinger now. Dellinger over to Bugis. Bugis now to Harmon on the left side. Harmon throws it in to Lindy Herford, but Lindy Herford was bumped and then traveled. They called the traveling, and it's a turnover. That allows Haley Herford to check back in for Kylie Dellinger. We have the original starting 5 on the court for Mountain View here with 6:20 to play before halftime. Haley Herford defending Pacheco in the front court. Pacheco over to Arnold. Arnold throws it down low. Wagner traveled with it. It was a nice move to score for Wagner, but probably it was a nice move because she did travel. 13-6, 6:05 on the clock here before halftime. Bugis over to Stevens. Stevens at the top of the key, over to Harmon. Harmon for 3. No good. Rebound goes off to the right, and the rebound pulled in by Wagner. Wagner in the front court. Wagner gives it off to Brooklyn Arnold, but Brooklyn Arnold rejected by Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford smacked that thing so hard off the wall, the end wall, it ricocheted all the way out to the bench. Inbound goes right to Pacheco. Pacheco for an outside 3 on the left wing, no good, but the rebound pulled in by Scholl gets it out. Another three here, this time from Arnold on the right wing, and Arnold misses. Looking to run is Charity Harmon. Charity Harmon leaking down in front of the defense. Pass tried to get there from Haley Herford, but it was intercepted. Pacheco over to Arnold. Now to Brooke Palmer. Back to Pacheco up top. 5:20 on the clock here before halftime. Pacheco drops it in the hands of Arnold, moving towards the left. Arnold in the air, didn't have anywhere to go, and now it's a turnover. 3-on-1 run out. Haley Herford to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens is blocked on the baseline. Haley Stevens gets her own miss back. Bugis in the left corner. Now Bugis a little bit bunched up on this possession. They'll reset some things and spread it out. Bugis winds up with an open three on the right side. She knew she missed it right away. She chased after the rebound, couldn't get it to it in time. 4:50 on the clock. Bringing the ball across is Miranda Wagner. Wagner is being defended by Bugis, and Bugis goes to the floor, knocks the ball out of Wagner's hands, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Mountain View. And a timeout for Jessica Moretti. So 13-6, 4:45 on the clock. Timeout. Mountain View, join us after this.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at West Star Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit West Star Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. West Star Printing, 307-789-5202.
13-6 the score, 4:45 on the clock before halftime. Mountain View a 7-point advantage. Lead has been as large as 11 for the Buffalo. But the offense has kind of stalled here in quarter number 2. They have yet to score in this second frame. Lindy Herford with the ball at the top of the left wing. Gets it over on the right side to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens throws it back to a cutting Lindy Herford, trying to cut towards the basket. Herford caught it on the left low block, went up, and was fouled. I believe it's going to be against number 11. That is Miranda Wagner, her second. Lindy Herford at the line. Lindy Herford makes the first. So Herford went 2 for 2 her first trip, 0 for 2 her second trip to the line. And 1 of 2 on this trip as that one rims out. 14-6, Mountain View with the lead, 4:26 on the clock as Pacheco brings it across. Pacheco throwing it inside to Mackenzie Earl, and Mackenzie Earl is fouled. Looks like she was about to lose the ball in the paint. They called a foul. Mountain View fans not pleased at the call. Foul against Allie Bugis, her first, the 5th against Mountain View. First free throw up, first free throw good from Mackenzie Earl. Earl adding some size to the Rawlins lineup right now, and Earl goes a 2 for 2, and it's 14-8. Mountain View still in front as they've been for the entirety of this contest. 4:14 to play. Harmon going to the right side. Haley Stevens working one-on-one. Doesn't like what she has. Gives it back to Bugis up top. Bugis picks up her dribble. Goes over to Charity Harmon on the left side. Harmon inside to Haley Herford. Haley Herford bounced past it to Lindy Herford, but it went off her knees out of bounds.
I was thinking the same thing.
On the outside with it now is Miranda Wagner. Wagner, screen set by Brooke Palmer. Wagner over to Palmer. Palmer going down the left side of the lane. Palmer goes up, banks it in, and it's 14-10. So just like that, the Mountain View lead has been narrowed all the way to 4. Rawlins nearly got a takeaway. Instead, it's Lindy Herford, but Lindy Herford's basket will not count as it is a traveling before she scored. Kylie Dellinger in, Haley Herford out. 3:30 on the clock in quarter number 2. It's 14-10 Mountain View. Mountain View was just up by 11, and now we're only up by 4. Pacheco in the backcourt bringing the ball up. Pacheco driving down the middle of the lane. No one stopped the ball handler, and she missed when she got in close. Rebound for Earl. Earl throws it down low, scooped up and scored by, I believe that was Pacheco. Couldn't necessarily see through the pile of bodies, but it's 14-12 with 3 minutes to play in the first half. Dellinger throws it down low, had it tipped into the corner. Harmon picks it up. Corner 3 from Harmon, no good. Rebound for Lindy Herford in the lane. Herford gets it out to Bugus. Bugus driving down the baseline. She was fouled. Lindy Herford will go back to the line for 2 shots. Or, excuse me, that was Allie Bugus. Spoke out of turn there. Allie Bugus to the line for 2 shots as Bugus drove down the baseline. 2:52 on the clock. First free throw from Bugus, no good. Peyton Porter checking in for Kylie Dellinger. 2:52 on the clock. Allie Bugus at the free throw line makes the first. It is 15-12. 2:52 to go here. Kenzie Earl over to Brooke Palmer. Brooke Palmer with it now. Gets it over to her teammate Taylor Petratz. Petratz hands it off to Pacheco. Pacheco goes to the left side, right into the hands of Joel Georges, the assistant coach for Mountain View. The ball out of bounds, and it goes back to Mountain View. Ball thrown behind Mackenzie Earl, leading to the turnover. 2.5 to play here before halftime. Mountain View up by 3. Looking to go into halftime with the lead. They've controlled the game from the jump. They've had the lead the entirety of the game. Haley Stevens had a pass knocked away. Right back to her. Haley Stevens drives in and scores. Haley Stevens left Lindy Herford out to dry there. Hung her out to dry as she was run into in the paint, but the ball went right to Stevens, and Stevens scored. Turnover. Lindy Herford with the interception. Gets it off to Haley Stevens, and Haley Stevens scores again. You can see just how dynamic that Mountain View offense is, especially in transition. They don't need any time to score the basketball. Once they get it, they're ready to go. 19-12, 1:50 on the clock here before halftime. Pacheco gets it over to Arnold. Arnold on the right side to Earl. Earl back to Palmer. Palmer throws it down low. Wagner leaning in on the low block, and Wagner scores. 19-14, Mountain View in front by 5 with 1 minute and 30 seconds to play here before halftime. Bugus goes to the corner to Stevens. Stevens, 3, front rimmed it, no good. Rebound pulled in by Wagner. Wagner just kind of threw it into no man's land, and it was eventually tracked down by Petratz. With 1:11 on the clock here, Rawlins has a chance to make it a one-possession game if they score. Arnold over to Wagner. Wagner with it now on the left wing. Under a minute to play here before halftime. Wagner throws it in front, and a foul called as Taylor Petratz got position on the low block and went up to score. That is Harmon's second personal foul. 51.2 on the clock. First free throw up, first free throw good for Petratz. And it's 19-15. 51 seconds on the clock here. Free throw up, free throw no good, off to the right, tracked down by Harmon. So 1 of 2 at the line there. Mountain View's got it with 45 seconds to go before halftime. Mountain View up by 4. Harmon to Bugus in the corner. Bugus driving in, dishing up top to Harmon. Harmon for 3, she's got it. Charity Harmon from downtown, and it's 22-15. Turnover in the backcourt. Harmon steps into another 3. Back rimmed it. Probably not the shot Mountain View wanted, but when Harmon's open for 3, gotta trust it. 22-15. Rebound taken away by Haley Herford in the front court. Haley Herford stole it out of the hands of Brooklyn Arnold. Haley Herford with the ball at the top of the key. 10 seconds to go in the front court. Bugas throws it into the free throw line to Lindy Herford. Over to Peyton Porter. Peyton Porter fumbles it, gets it over to Harmon. Harmon's three, no good. Rebound fought for, and that is the buzzer. And that will do it for our first half. Charity Harmon leads the scoring. Haley Stevens doing her part, and it's 22-15 at the break. Join us after this for our MyLocalRadio.com halftime show, brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. Mountain View up by 7 going into the halftime break.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending K9 Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my K9 patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Back here, it is halftime of the Mountain View and Rawlins game. Mountain View and Rawlins playing for the Consolation Championship today. It is 22-15 right now. Mountain View in front of Rawlins. As I said, 22-15, Mountain View leading. Well, give us a chance to look at our first half stats brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. In the first half, it was a bit of a wild shooting performance for Mountain View. They started out hot, and then they kind of cooled off in that second quarter before regaining some momentum going into the half. They shot 7 of 23 in the first half, so not necessarily the greatest shooting percentage, but it was enough at 30.4% to get the job done. They have a 7-point lead thanks to 5 of 10 at the line. Left some room for improvement there as Rawlins shot 5 of 6 from the line. Rawlins shot 5 of 22 from the field and 0 of 5 from downtown, so Rawlins has not hit any shots from outside. Meanwhile, Charity Harmon is a 3 of 8 from downtown. Yes, Harmon put up 8 3-pointers in that first half. 12 total for the team. Harmon was the only one to make one. So we'll have to see how the team comes out. The Mountain View team comes out in the second half. Haley Stevens with 9, Charity Harmon with 9 points. Your two leading scorers in the entire game, both on Mountain View. Turnover numbers, something left to be desired there if you're a Rawlins fan. Rawlins had 9 turnovers in that first half, only to Mountain View's 4. But once again, as I've said numerous times, credit that to that Mountain View defense. They are a stifling defense that kind of jumps on top of you, and then you don't know what's happening until it hits you, maybe even a little bit too late. So we'll have to see how the Mountain View Buffaloes come out and how they react to it, or how the Rawlins Outlaws react to that Mountain View pressure, that Mountain View trap, now that maybe they have had some time to regroup in the locker room. But knowing Jessica Moretti, she's not just going to throw the same thing at you or a similar thing. She will have her team maybe throw some wrinkles into that press and that pressure to really force Rawlins into something they might not be absolutely comfortable with. That is what it's all about at this point in the season. Last game of the year, the Consolation Championship. I was told by my cohort, Jake Hibbard, they technically classify the winner of this game as 4th place. So even though you're in the 3rd and 4th place game later today, I guess if you lose that game, they would technically classify you as 5th. Not exactly sure, but that is what Jake Hibbard told me. They said that it's 4th place, but Either way, 50 cents or a half a dollar. The Consolation Championship, as Mountain View will look to go back to the Bridger Valley later today with a win, 2 wins in a row if they can get one here today. So we'll have to see what this team looks like in the second half. Mountain View, the seniors, the last time they will play basketball together. Looks like we will have the same starters as well to begin the second half live on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1. Rawlins is out on the court, ready to go. Mountain View still in their huddle, getting some last-minute preparations in before they retake the court, looking to get that top seed. Or not top seed, but Consolation Championship at 4th place, or Consolation Championship. Rawlins has it going left to right to start the second half of action here. It is Pacheco with it. Goes over to Arnold right away. Pacheco at the top of the key once again after getting it right back. Pacheco driving in. Pacheco laying it up off the window. No good. Pacheco gets her own rebound, and she was fouled. Olivia Pacheco to the line for 2 more shots. First free throw up, first free throw good from Pacheco, so that kicks off our second half scoring, 22-16. And Pacheco's second free throw is up and good. (22-17). Haley Stevens throws it away right into the hands of Pacheco. Pacheco looking to run, going coast to coast, comes up short. She got herself pushed up under the basket. Bugis over to Harmon. Harmon banks it in. Harmon a little bit of off balance at the free throw line, extended there, and she scored 24-17. So Mountain View back up by 7 here. 7 minutes to play in quarter number 3 on the outside. 4-3. That is up and that is good for Brooke Palmer. Brooke Palmer finding her range, and that is the first 3-pointer of the game for Rawlins. As I said, they were 0-5 in the first half, so maybe not good news for the Mountain View Lady Buffs if Rawlins finds their rhythm from outside. Palmer bringing the ball across. Palmer gives it over to her teammate, Wagner. Wagner up top, back to Arnold. Arnold jump stops, top of the key. Wagner with it, throws it into the corner. Scholl underneath, gives it over to Arnold. Arnold had it blocked, put it up on the rim still, and the ball rimmed out. Charity Harmon with it. In the front court is Charity Harmon going into the corner to Lindy Herford. Back up top to Charity Harmon. In the corner for Herford. Back up top to Charity Harmon. Harmon crossing over, gives it inside, back out to Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford driving the baseline, puts the shot up is Haley Herford at the free throw line after getting the pass from her sister, and it was blocked. Here comes Rawlins the other way. Rawlins putting an off-balance shot up on the rim. What was the call? A foul or a jump ball? They did call a jump ball. So jump ball, possession arrow back to Mountain View here. And Haley Stevens will inbound with 5:40 on the clock here in quarter number 3. Haley Stevens picks up her dribble in the backcourt, able to get it ahead to Lindy Herford, over to Haley Herford. And back up top to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens for 3. And that is the first Mountain View player not named, Charity Harmon, to make a 3. So both teams finding some range from outside that they weren't necessarily able to convert in that first half. Driving in is Wagner. Wagner finds herself in close, and she scores. So Wagner with 2 more for Rawlins. And thrown away into the bench. Allie Bugis taps her chest, says my bad there, as she threw the ball well over the head of the intended target. Bringing the ball across is Wagner. Wagner over to Pacheco. 4:50 on the clock here, quarter number 3. Ball goes to the corner. A 3-pointer attempted there for Palmer. Palmer misses. Rebound for Stevens. Stevens looking to run. Stevens advances it all the way down the court. Stevens puts it up on the rim, and Stevens scores. 29-22. Jessica Moretti calling out for some defense from her team. Defense is exactly what Jessica Moretti's going to get. Haley Herford, as she forced the turnover, I can't see what the call was. The ball went out of bounds off of Rawlins. So yes, Haley Herford did force the turnover on the sideline. The ball was loose on the floor for a minute there. So I had to hesitate to say she did force the turnover, but it is official. So Haley Herford being disruptive there. On the outside, Haley Stevens for 3 right off the inbound, no good. Rebound for Harmon. Harmon brings it all the way out. Gets it out to Haley Herford. Haley Herford to Stevens. Stevens to Bugis on the left wing. Stevens has Harmon in the left corner. Instead goes to the right, and Haley Stevens traveled with it. There she tried to start moving before the ball was dribbled. Rawlins inbounding here in the backcourt. Rawlins brings it across. Into the paint it goes to Wagner. Wagner to Palmer. Palmer for 3. And that shot is, I think they just said out of bounds, no foul. And a timeout here for Rawlins. Join us after this on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
29-22. Rawlins inbounding underneath the Mountain View basket here as they throw the ball in. Ready to play. In the corner it goes. That is Wagner for 3. Wagner's 3 up, no good. Rebound for Haley Herford. Haley Herford gets it over to Allie Bugis. Bugis going towards her right. Bugis driving down, gets it over to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens with it now. Stevens over to Haley Herford. Haley Herford goes to the right corner to Allie Bugis. Bugis crossing over, looking to go somewhere with it. Gives it back out up top to Haley Herford. 3:15 on the clock here, quarter number 3. Mountain View is still leading 29-22. Live on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1. In the corner it goes. 3-pointer, no good. Haley Stevens 3, no good. The Charity Harmon rebound. She put it up at the free throw line, no good. Rebound for Pacheco. Pacheco speeding down the court. Pacheco gives it out, and a 3-pointer blocked there by Palmer, or from Palmer. Rebound by Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens drives all the way in, and a charge is called as she knocked over 2 Rawlins players when she got into the paint there. Kylie Dellinger in. Haley Stevens out. Palmer in the backcourt with it. 2:40 to go here for the Rawlins Outlaws. down by 7 in this Consolation Championship between the Mountain View Buffs and the Rawlins Outlaws. Palmer up top to Wagner. Wagner back to Palmer on the left wing. 2:20 on the clock here. 29-22 Mountain View leads. Harmon got her hand in there and poked the ball out of bounds all the way on the far sideline. The ball rolled out, and it will stay with Rawlins. Mountain View and Rawlins. Neither team has scored in about a couple minutes here. Baseline. Jumper is up, and that is good from Jordan Jerome. Jordan Jerome with a nice follow-through after that shot. 29-24, so after I said that, scoring has opened. Back up once again. Harmon in the left wing, trying to go to the right, gets it over to the point guard, Allie Bugus. Bugus with it. Bugus over to Harmon. Harmon steps into a 3. Harmon's 3 off to the left. No good. Pacheco with the rebound. Pacheco launches it ahead to Wagner. Wagner goes all the way down the court, and Jordan Jerome running out in front of the defense misses the layup from in close. Jordan Jerome saves it right in the hands of Bugus. Now Bugus looking to run. Has Harmon in front of her. Gives it off to the right to Kylie Dellinger. Dellinger jump stops and turns it over right back to Jerome, who was late coming back into the play as she was behind the action. I do apologize, sorry for that. But a turnover leads to points for Rawlins after they score, and it's 29-26. Coming down the other side, Kylie Dellinger from 6 feet away. She misses. Dellinger over to Pacheco. Pacheco down the lane. Pacheco up and in. And it's 29-28. A 6-0 run here. Will Jessica Moretti call a timeout? Looks like she's going to let her team play. 29-28, 52 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Mountain View has led the entire way and is in danger right now. They're only up by 1. Haley Herford over to Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford putting the shot up. No good. And the rebound for Wagner. Wagner launches it ahead to Palmer. Palmer looking to give Rawlins the lead. Gets it over to Arnold. Arnold puts the shot up, and it's in. And it's 30-29. Rawlins leads with 25 on the clock before the end of quarter number 3. Bugus in the corner goes to Dellinger. Dellinger looking unsure, gives it back to Haley Herford. Haley Herford at the free throw line puts the shot up and is fouled. Mountain View trying to regain the lead here. They can do it with 2 free throws. Jessica Moretti comes over to the table to talk to Haley Stevens, checking in at this free throw. Casey Bugus also into the game, I believe for the first time today. Yes, for the first time, Casey Bugus checks in for Kylie Dellinger. Charity Harmon out as well. First free throw was no good from Haley Herford. Second attempt is up and good. So it's a tie game at 30. 30 all here with 11 seconds to go. Bringing in the front court. Palmer. Palmer launches it ahead and out of bounds. The pass was behind the intended target of Danae Scholl. With 7.8 to go, Mountain View has a chance to retake that lead before the end of the third quarter. 7 seconds to go. 5, 4 on the clock. Stevens racing it ahead. Bugus, Casey Bugus at the buzzer. No. Off the rim and out. So the Mountain View lead, which was 7 at halftime, has evaporated. That is a 15-8 quarter for Rawlins. Join us after this for the Consolation Championship. Fourth quarter, all tied at 30 after this.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
30 all entering the final quarter of action. The final quarter of both of these teams' seasons. Regardless of the winner of this one, the Consolation Championship of the state playoffs. We want to be technical, the winner of this game will be classified in the record books as 4th place in the 2018-2019 3A girls basketball state playoffs. The loser will get 6th place. Over to Bugus. Bugus gives it off to Haley Herford in the corner. Haley Herford back up top to Bugus. Bugus crossing over. Gives it up top. Casey Bugus for 3. No good off the back rim. Lindy Herford skies for the rebound and gets it. Lindy Herford goes up. A lot of contact. No call. Rebound for Wagner and Rawlins. 7:20 on the clock here. Quarter number 4. 30 all. Pacheco, pump fakes, goes up, off the backboard, did not get the roll, and Haley Herford with the rebound, bringing it up the near sideline. Haley Herford jump stops, gets it over to Bugus on the right side, and now to Casey Bugus. From one Bugus to the other. Casey Bugus, the confidence of a 5th year or a 4th year varsity starter, Casey Bugus. From downtown, nails the 3. Casey Bugus, she's a freshman, playing like a senior here. At least shooting like a senior. She's got the green light, and she makes that one. Rebound, Haley Stevens after a miss from Rawlins, and I believe they called a foul on the other end. Foul is going to be charged against number 15 of Rawlins. Mackenzie Earl picks up her 2nd. That is the 2nd against Rawlins with 6:40 to go. Haley Stevens over to Charity Harmon. Harmon to Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford on the low block, up and scores. So Lindy Herford gives Mountain View a 5-point lead. Rawlins over to Earl. Earl to Pacheco in the backcourt, bringing it across with 6:20 to go in this final quarter. Wagner pulling up inside the 3-point line for a long 2, no good. Casey Bugus with the rebound. Casey Bugus looking to go somewhere with it. Passes it off to Allie Bugus. Sisters. Allie Bugus, the senior. Casey Bugus, the freshman. Allie Bugus throws it to the corner to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens, open corner 3. Back rimmed it, no good. Rebound fought for and eventually won by Miranda Wagner, and a foul was called against Mountain View. (35-30) the score. Mountain View a 5-point advantage here. Rawlins inbounding in the backcourt. In it goes to Pacheco. Pacheco over to Brooklyn Arnold. Arnold in the corner goes to Patratz. Patratz dribbling it up top, looking to hand it off to Pacheco. Wasn't able to get it inside. Instead, it's reversed to the left side to Brooklyn Arnold. Arnold doesn't take the open 3. Shoots a contested 2, and that is no good. 5.5 minutes to play here. Rawlins down by 5. Mountain View has opened up this 4th quarter on a 5-0 run. They lead by 5. Bugus to Bugus. Allie Bugus with it on the top of the left key. Charity Harmon back to Casey Bugus on the top of the right key. Bugus, Casey Bugus drives into the free throw line, misses the shot. Allie Bugus with the rebound, dishes it out. Charity Harmon for 3, no good. Rebound and a run out for Wagner. Wagner being defended by Charity Harmon. Harmon fouls Wagner on a layup. Wagner gets the layup to go, and it's a 3-point play. Haley Herford runs over to the table to check in for Harmon after Harmon commits the cardinal sin in basketball of fouling the player on a layup. Wagner's free throw is good, so it's 35-33. 4:58 to go here. Haley Stevens, Lindy Herford, Allie Bugus, and Casey Bugus, the 5 on the court for Mountain View, and a timeout for Mountain View after they were being trapped in the corner. Join us after this commercial break.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Back to action here, 35-33. Haley Hereford inbound on the near sideline. 4:49 to play here. Hereford throws in to Allie Bugus. Casey Bugus had the pass knocked away, but Allie Bugus was able to recover. And then Casey Bugus throws it away, trying to go to Lindy Hereford in the paint. With the ball now is Petratz. Petratz over to Wagner. Wagner has been big here in the second half for the Rawlins Outlaws. Turning, spinning is Brooklyn Arnold. And Brooklyn Arnold, after an 0 for 6 first half shooting, makes another shot there, and it's 35 all. $35 here in the fourth quarter. 4:05 left here. On the outside, Casey Bugus over to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens over to Haley Hereford. Haley Hereford now to Casey Bugus. Casey Bugus, no hesitation, three. Casey Bugus, another one from downtown. The true freshman stepping up big for the Mountain View Lady Buffs today. 38-35. Rawlins down by 3. 3:40 to go. And a timeout by Rawlins after they were being trapped in the half court. 3:40 to go. We'll take this timeout too on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
38-33, 3:40 on the clock. Mountain View up by 5, trying to hold on to this Consolation Championship. 38-35. Mountain View up by 3. On the outside, Pacheco with it. After getting the inbound, Pacheco over to Wagner. Wagner stepping into a 3, front rimmed it. Looked good from my angle, but it came up short. And then the rebound tapped up and tapped in by Mackenzie Earl. Mackenzie Earl just put a fingertip on it. The ball went straight up and fell through the net. 38-37, 3:10 on the clock. Dellinger into the game. Dellinger over to Haley Hereford. Dellinger reverses it to the right side, over to Haley Stevens. Back to Dellinger on the left wing. Dellinger for 3, can't get it to go. Rebound falls out. Lindy Hereford fighting for the rebound, saves it to Dellinger up top. Over to Allie Bugus at the top of the key. Bugus driving in, cutting, gives it to the corner. Haley Hereford passes up the open 3, gives it to Dellinger up top. Bugus driving baseline after getting it back. Bugus is fouled as she goes hard to the floor. And that'll be 2 shots. 2 shots here for Allie Bugus. Bugus in that first half was 1 of 2 at the line. See if she can hit them both here. And the first free throw, no good, off to the left. Charity Harmon coming back in for Kylie Dellinger. Dellinger didn't realize it. Harmon kind of had to say, hey, tap her on the shoulder, say, hey, you're coming out. 2:44 on the clock. Second free throw for Bugus. Allie Bugus is up and good. 39-37. 2-point game. Both Herefords, Allie Bugus, Haley Stevens, Charity Harmon on the court for Mountain View, wearing the all blacks with the purple gradient trim down the side of their uniforms. Down the lane goes Arnold. Arnold not going to be stopped. She misses the layup. Harmon with the rebound underneath the basket. Looked like she was about to get tied up, but Jessica Moretti calls a timeout. See if it's a full or a 30-second timeout. And it is a 30-second timeout. So 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here. We've taken a few timeouts in a row. So it's 39-37. Mountain View leading by 2. Mountain View will have the ball in the backcourt, inbounding on the baseline. They cannot run the baseline on this inbound with 2:29 to play. We'll have to see what Jessica Moretti is able to pull out of her bag of tricks. See if her team can close out this Consolation Championship, go back to the Bridger Valley, and send these seniors out on the positive note that they deserve. Obviously, the Herefords, Charity Harmon, Allie Bugus, all going to graduate. As well as Peyton Porter and Sadie Mitchell. On the outside, Harmon with it as she gets it across. Harmon crosses that center line with it. Charity Harmon at the top of the key. 2:05 to go. Harmon moving towards her right. Gets it off to Haley Stevens in the corner. Stevens goes into the paint. Had the ball knocked out of her hands. Pacheco with it. 3-on-2 run out here for Rawlins. Can Mountain View get back in defense? Harmon contests a layup, but it is good. It's 39-39 with 1:48 to play here in quarter number 4. All tied up. Mountain View ball bringing it into the front court. Allie Bugus at the top of the key. Gives it off to Haley Hereford. Haley Hereford moving towards her right, gives it to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens moving towards her left. On the dribble, gets it back out up top to Bugus, who will reset some things, take it out to midcourt, point around where she wants her offense to be. Bugus throws it into the corner. Haley Stevens found herself open in the corner for 3, and she misses. 39-39, Rawlins chance to take the lead with 1:10 on the clock. Pacheco driving all the way down, gives it to the corner to Palmer. Back up top to Wagner. 1:10 on the clock. Arnold pump fakes a 3, drives into the free throw line, rimmed it out, and Harmon with the rebound. Harmon going 1-on-4. Probably best to take it out. She does after a moment of hesitation there. It looked like maybe she was going to make a wrong decision, try to shoot it 1-on-4. 55 seconds on the clock. Allie Bugus with the ball. Bugus driving down the lane in a timeout for Jessica Moretti. I think she wanted Allie Bugus to hold the ball. Bugus started to run with it, so she said, let's talk about this for a second. Timeout. Join us after this on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PepMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PepMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PepMinerals.com.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Consolation Championship, 39-39. Wouldn't have had it any other way. And Rawlins will take a timeout. So a little bit of gamesmanship there from the head coach, Katie Kleiner Rawlins. She came out of the Mountain View timeout, saw how Mountain View set up, and she called the timeout of her own. Both teams with one timeout now. Rawlins trying to see what Mountain View is set up with. Maybe see the play that they were trying to run before calling the timeout. One timeout each. Only a 30-second timeout from Rawlins here, so we're going to stay right here. 50.8 to go, 39-39. Yes, 50.8 on the clock in the final quarter, barring an overtime period, I should say. The winner is your Consolation champion here at the 3A West, here at the 3A Girls Basketball State Championships. Haley Herford inbounding on the sideline. Herford looking to throw it in, gets it to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens moving towards her right in half court. Haley Stevens being defended by Arnold, gives it to Harmon in the corner. Harmon finds a lane in the paint, and she traveled. Harmon came to a jump stop. Harmon, the face of surprise, kind of describes it all. She didn't think she traveled there, but a traveling is called. 41.2, Rawlins inbounding in the backcourt. Rawlins trying to throw it in. Over to Wagner. Wagner to Palmer. Palmer looking to race it up the court. Palmer crosses over, gets it to Wagner. Now to Arnold in the half court. Arnold driving through the lane. Lindy Herford defending. Tried to drop it off to Pacheco. The ball went out of bounds. Looked like she had an open lane at the basket, an open look at the basket, but I believe it was Arnold dropped it off to Pacheco. Out her back turned towards Arnold, looking to maybe get a rebound. And she didn't expect the ball. 28.8 on the clock. Mountain View has the ball. Will they hold for one shot, or will they just try to get the first available shot? 39-39. Mountain View. If they hold it, the worst that can happen is overtime. And a foul is called. That is only the fourth, or no, a timeout, excuse me. I thought they were going to call a foul. They called a timeout on Mountain View. Called a timeout, their last timeout. It is a full timeout, but I'm enjoying it, so we're going to stay right here on MyLocalRadio.com. Jason Hansen, the Lyman girls basketball coach, sitting behind me. This gives me a reminder to remind you all to join us at 6:30 p.m. tonight for the girls 3A state championship between the Lyman Eagles and the Douglas Bearcats. The Douglas Bearcats have won 21 games in a row. I believe they're 27-1. If I'm not mistaken. Their average margin of victory in their last 20 games, their last 20 wins on their 20-game winning streak has been 40 points. Yes, that is an average win of 40 points per game. That is insane. Will the Lyman Eagles and McKinley Bradshaw be able to stop the Douglas Bearcats? You'll have to tune in at 6:30 p.m. tonight from Casper Event Center to find out. We're at Casper College in Casper, Wyoming right now for the conclusion of this girls' Consolation Championship. And boy, have we been treated to a good one. 16.3 to go. Let's see if Mountain View holds for the final shot and at least says at the very worst we'll have overtime, or they just get the first available shot. It's Casey Bugas, Allie Bugas, Haley Herford, Haley Stevens, and Lindy Herford on the court for Mountain View. Allie Bugas over to Lindy Herford. 10 seconds on the clock. Haley Stevens at the top of the key. 8 on the clock. Stevens throws it down low to the right, low block. Lindy Herford is fouled! Lindy Herford is fouled with 5 seconds on the clock. 5.2 on the clock, 39 all, and Lindy Herford has a chance to break the tie at the free throw line. Lindy Herford only needs to make one of these two to give Mountain View the lead. And she makes the first. Mountain View, all 5 players on the court converged at the free throw line like they just won the game. Unfortunately for Mountain View, they did not just win the game. Still have to play defense, even on a make or miss. 5.2, second free throw on the way. Haley Herford, or Lindy Herford, excuse me. Lindy Herford, 2 for 2 at the line, and it's 41-39, inbounding in the backcourt, and a timeout for Katie Klein. Mountain View erupting off the bench. The bench erupting onto the court to surround Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford clutch at the free throw line. There's only one way to describe it. Lindy Herford, when it matters the most, she's stepped up for her team. Just looking at the numbers, it's going to be Charity Harmon, Allie Bugas, Haley Stevens, Lindy Herford, and I believe Haley Herford, the 5 on the court for Mountain View on defense on this last possession. 5.2, Rawlins will inbound all the way in the backcourt after this timeout. So Rawlins will have to go the length of the court in 5.2 if they want to continue this game. Mountain View's got to be wary, not to foul. You do not want to put Rawlins at the free throw line. They only have 4 fouls, so a foul on a non-shooter will not be free throws, but a foul on a shooter will be free throws. You don't want to send this team to the line, and you don't want to give up a 3 because a 3 beats you. Rawlins inbound in the backcourt. Throwing in is Palmer. Palmer launches it, baseball pass down the court. Pacheco catches it. Pacheco on the low block, putting it up. No good, and that's it. The buzzer sounds, and Mountain View wins the championship of the Consolation. It is 41-39, a final. Rawlins misses the layup at the buzzer. On the ground is Brooklyn Arnold in tears. Brooklyn Arnold being hugged by Katie Klein, who picks her up off the floor. What a devastating finish for Rawlins and the senior guard, Brooklyn Arnold. Brooklyn Arnold had a pass on the low block. She caught it. She had a chance to finish and send it to overtime, but it was not meant to be. And the Mountain View Lady Buffs are your Consolation champions, and they take 4th place at the regionals. 41-39 final here from Mountain View. The Buffs win this one by 2. And they will get their trophy awarded on the court. Jessica Moretti all smiles, as is her team. The team with a 41-39 Consolation championship victory. And boy, is it a good feeling for her and these seniors. Ear-to-ear smiles as Charity Harmon awarded the player of the game. So she gets a T-shirt and a Pepsi product from Pepsi, the sponsor here. The Mountain View Lady Buffs are your Consolation champions. Just taking some pictures here. Mountain View is your Consolation champions. So Mountain View, a 41-39 victory in the Consolation Championship. The seniors will go out on a high note. They get the trophy for finishing 4th at the 3A West Girls State Basketball Championships. And we would just like to thank, once again, and honor the seniors from Mountain View: Haley Stevens, Allie Bugis, Charity Harmon, Sadie Mitchell, Haley Herford, Lindy Herford, and Peyton Porter. We wish you the best in your post-athletic, high school athletic careers. Obviously, when you have as talented of a group as you do with those seniors for Mountain View, they have a lot of room to improve and grow. Obviously, those girls have a lot of talent on their team, and they're going to plenty of places. And Mountain View fans stream onto the court on the baseline to take some photos of a Consolation Championship. Another win for Mountain View. They'll end their season on a victory, 41-39. Well, the Buffalo coach, as well as the Powell coaches, they'll have a tough act to follow after that exciting finish. The fans might be getting a little bit privileged here after watching such an intense finish. Well, that will do it for our coverage here. What a game, what a game, what a game. As I wrap up and just bring the stats, I finally got the stat sheet. 41-39 victory for Mountain View over Rawlins. The leading scorer for the game, Haley Stevens with 14. Charity Harmon with 11 for Mountain View. Lindy Herford finished with 7, as well as 6 from Casey Bugis. A huge 6 in that 4th quarter as well. And for the Rawlins Outlaws, 9 points for Palmer, 9 points for Wagner, and 8 for Pacheco. So that will do it for our coverage here as the Mountain View Buffs escape and win an absolute thriller thanks to 2 free throws at the end of the game from Lindy Herford. 41-39, Mountain View, a 2-point win. Join us later today at 6:30 p.m. for the championship of the 3A Girls Basketball State Playoffs between the Lyman Lady Eagles and the Douglas Lady Bearcats. That's going to do it for our coverage here. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett, signing off. Join us later from the Casper Event Center. Should be a good one on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.